This tutorial we break down the below bar alien split, the middle bar alien split and the top bar alien split. Keep watching and there'll be a full broken down tutorial on how to get into each 3 of these combos.
Alien split is one of those moves that looks really simple when you see it and makes complete sense, and then you get on the hoop and you haven't got a clue what's going on. So I always now teach it from the floor first. So I start in a plank and I get all of my students to pick which leg they want to use. So I'm right-handed, I'm going to use my right leg. I go into a plank on my knees, like we're going to do sort of like girly press ups. From here, I'm going to bring my leg forward into a lunge, like a long lunge, keeping my knee on the floor. I'm then going to post my right arm through and try and get the back of my knee on the back of my tricep. So it's under here, and I'm really like picking my knee up. From here, my elbows are going to bend and I'm going to hover off the floor as if I'm in the bottom of a press up so that I can straighten that leg. And that is the feeling of your alien split. The only difference is that you are going to be in that dislock position, but you're still resting that flexible leg on the shelf of your tricep. The next little thing. Most people learn it on the bottom bar first, but you actually have less room to get through because obviously the shape of the bar. So the brow of the bar, if you've got short arms like me and a long torso, I find it really hard on the bottom bar. You might find it easier to learn it on the top bar first. So I always give people that option, but I will show you both and then I will show you another little variation of it. So I'm going to hold the hoop. I am going to hold the hoop with a slightly open grip just because my torso is so long and my arms are so short. And that's the next thing you also need to get comfortable with. Because you're going to be going through a skin the cat, your grip is going to go from like quite a solid grip in the palm of the hand to more of a fingertip grip. So that's another thing that you need to condition while doing this. So even if you don't complete the move straight away and you just roll in and out of it as a conditioning exercise, that's really good for this move. So I am a right leg splitter, which means my right leg is essentially going to do nothing until the very end. It's my left leg that's doing the work. My left leg is going to go through the middle of my arms. And as soon as my leg has gone through, I'm going to stack that leg on the back of my right tricep. And I'm also going to keep my vision at this leg, because once you get upside down, that's where you hit your trouble and you don't really know where you are in the space. So arms go on, and I'm going to go through with my left leg. From here, I'm going to put my right leg on my right arm, and I'm just going to drop my hips as if I'm doing skin the cat. So I've got my shoulder through and I'm here. Then I'm going to extend into my split. I'm going to roll back out and let that leg through. So it might take a little bit of playing and tipping, but as soon as I have tipped and I have got my shoulder and my leg pinned in, I'm just going to think of extending everything into that position that we were on the floor. So on the top bar, it's much easier. Again, the right leg doesn't do a lot. It's just going to sort of hit the side of the hoop at about 2 o'clock. My left leg's going to go through. So my arms don't need to be too wide for this. And I've got a nice full grip. My left leg's going to come through. My right leg is going to come to the side. So at the minute, it's resting on the inside of my adductor. I'm going to slide down and I'm going to get that right leg on the back of my tricep so that then I can extend that back leg. I'm going to fold that left leg back down, tuck my chin to my chest, fold the left leg back through. Again, if it feels confusing, just break it down into chunks. So the first little chunk is getting that knee through and hitting that almost arrow position. From here, you need to slide that right leg down towards the floor. Then look at your right leg. You know then which leg is the front leg. And then extend. So it's like those 3 little points. The next combo is your flare up into, it's like an illusion alien split, really. If you don't know how to flare, I've got another video on how to flare, so watch that one first and then come back to this. I will try and do this move in slow-mo to make it make more sense. But obviously, it's quite hard to slow a flare down. So, arms are reaching nice and high with a thumbs up grip. I'm going to do my flare, but because I want my right leg forward, I'm going to flare on my left. So I'm going to send my left heel backwards, keeping my right leg on the floor. I'll do my flare, and all I'm thinking of is once my legs have done that semicircle clockwise, I'm going to throw the left leg through the hoop and pull like an up hip circle. Feels like a single leg up hip circle. Only I'm going to pull higher than my hip. I want to get the hoop almost in line with my belly button. And then all I should need to do, if my arms are wide enough, is go from this position to an open chest position, because you will have rolled through the hoop and then you want to try and lift up. But again, that right shoulder is holding that right leg. So arms are high, into my flare, swing round, pull and up, lift. So I'm just trying to lift my chest. And my right leg, the back of my right knee sits on the outside of the hoop where my hand is.